Hey there, Y2PC. I wanted to make a quick video. This will be the second video of the night. I'm also, I should say, finishing up this bowl of Pembroke, which has just been amazing. Thank you very much, Andrew, for sending this to me. Perfect gray ash at the bottom. Fantastic tobacco. And still in my no-name workhorse straight bulldog pipe here. But anyway, so I wanted to make a quick VR to Southside Piper for his 100 sub giveaway. And I think that might have done the bowl. Dude, you're I love watching your videos. You do tend to board the anger train, but in your case, it's not off-putting. It's actually usually pretty good, and I loved that whole pastrami thing at the beginning of your 100 sub video. Anyway, that's not what you asked for. You asked for my oyster story, my Anthony Bourdain-esque oyster story, and I was not the picky eater that Anthony Bordain was growing up. Though I was a kid, you know, and things are intense to kids. Textures are intense, and your palate is on full. And so there were lots of things that I thought was too weird to try, or too intense. And let's face it, let's be honest, my mother was a lovely lady. She was not that good of a cook until I was almost out of high school. She would make quiche, which is one of my favorite things in the world now. She would make quiche, and I just thought it was the grossest thing ever. It was wet and not particularly well set, and just wasn't very good. And she would say, "Hey, you like cream, you like eggs, you like everything that's in this. Why don't you like quiche?" And I would just, something about the way she made it. It was just gross. But she did get better. But that's also not the story I was going to tell. So, we weren't a big sports family. My dad did like watching football a bit. As a kid, of course, it was the period where Joe Montana played for the 49ers, and you know, Super Bowl after Super Bowl. We watched every Super Bowl there. One Super Bowl, my sister brought a huge tray of sushi from this Asian market that didn't just do Japanese foodstuffs and have a Japanese deli. It was an enormous place. It was as big as a supermarket, and they had like a Japanese section, and they had a Korean section, and you know, growing up, we ate some bland Chinese food, and I liked it. And we ate Japanese food, but you know, as a kid, I always just got like the teriyaki box, and you know, like that. I did really like the Mongolian grill growing up. But anyway, she brought this big tray of sushi, and it had everything you could want in a sushi tray. And I had never experienced, this was maki. I had never experienced maki before. And you know, I had some sashimi when I was like 9 years old, and we were visiting Hawaii. I couldn't have got it out of my mouth fast enough. You know, it was cold and slimy, and it literally was fresh off the fishing boat, and sliced in front of me. And I just couldn't have thought that was the grosser if you put a piece of poop on it. It was just too gross for a 9-year-old kid. So here I am, maybe 15, and my older sister brings a big thing of sushi to our Super Bowl, you know, family Super Bowl party, and something clicked for me. I loved sushi from then on out. I remember having a girlfriend when I was a senior in high school, and her mother was Japanese, and her father had met her when he was stationed in the Air Force in Okinawa, and you know, the very next year, I think that must have been, you know, I brought Sushi to a Super Bowl thing, or maybe I invited her to our sushi thing. Sushi became a part of every Super Bowl after that. And sushi was my gateway food that opened the rest of food up for me. So, you know, not long after that, I had a driver's license. I could go on dates, and, you know, even with my meager high school funds, you know, every once in a while I could take someone out on a date. We would get sushi or any number of things. And yeah, the world opened up for me. And that's my oyster story. And there is very, very little food these days that I love more than sushi still to this day, except for maybe Ethiopian food. Ethiopian and Indian are like passions for me, but sushi is my comfort food. And there you go. I leave you with that. I don't think it's that dissimilar, I think, maybe to Anthony Bourdain, except he sounded like a snotty, picky little kid when he told that story that I saw that video too. But yeah, and I love food. Look at me. I love to cook it. I love to eat it. I love to be around it. I love to talk about it. And yeah, it was sushi. Anyway, congratulations on having 100 subs. Like I say, I really, really enjoy watching your channel, and please keep doing this. I can't wait till your 500 sub giveaway. I'll do a video for that too. Be well. Sei gesund.